Well, Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling, they're now both named in a criminal complaint over accusations of cyberbullying. This was filed on behalf of the Algerian boxer and new Olympic champion, Imane Khelif.
All of that, according to a new report from Variety. In fact, in a statement to the magazine, the Paris prosecutor's office confirmed it's investigating allegations of cyber harassment and discrimination. The Olympian faced a lot of scrutiny and abuse during the Games based on her gender. NBC News legal analyst Angela Cenedella joins us now. Angela, I remember when this story was first bubbling up, and I mean, it was just so hard to read, hard to watch. Some people were accusing her of being a man, which she is not. She is a woman. She does not identify as transgender. Given all the comments and the misinformation that was posted on social media, how strong is her case?
So look, the strength of her case here really depends on French law. So we have to look at French precedent and how France in general has handled these cases. Now, in terms of the allegations that she is really making, they have to do with public insult based on gender and cyber harassment based on gender. That is not a really high bar to clear. All that she and actually the prosecutors who are now doing the investigation have to show is that anyone in France made accusations that resulted in her deterioration of life that were based on her gender and that were harassing. So that bar is not that high. I believe within the boundaries of France, she has a strong case to have France prosecute. And in fact, they have. France, in many ways, has been a leader of sorts in prosecuting cyberbullying.
You know, Angela, Variety is also reporting former President Trump could get caught up in this investigation because of something he posted about her online. What does this actually look like, practically speaking, though, because this is happening in France? None of these people live in France. Could they actually face real consequences?
Vicky, that's exactly right. The fact that they do not live in France would make it extremely difficult. Donald Trump is not going to be standing trial in France for this, and that is because the United States would then have to agree to extradite an American citizen, not even because he's Donald Trump or not, but any American citizen to France. And in the U.S., look, our freedom of speech protections are very strong. They're different than France.
All right, NBC News legal analyst Angela Cenedella, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.